Toast, it's Sam. So today I'm going to be doing my first impressions on the new ColourPop collection from Sigma. These just debuted yesterday, I believe. They have 3 different kind of color pops to choose from. They're $29 each. This one is So Jaded. There's also one that has more peachy tones, and then there's also one that I think is called like Pretty Plum, and that one has more purple tones. I think it's, or maybe it's Pretty and Peach and Plum Sugar, and then So Jaded. So this one comes with more green tones. It has a blush, a loose kind of shimmer dust, and then a eyeshadow. And then you also get a lip color and a little charm as well that says Sigma Girl, and it has like a little green bow. So the box is like a little tin box. It's actually kind of cute little packaging. And then on the back here it says exactly what you get. So you get 2 eyeshadows, 1 halo dust, 1 lip gloss, and then 1 spotlight powder, which is the blush. So it's kind of a fun little packaging. I think this might actually be like a kind of cute little like gift for like Christmas or something like that, because it's like, you know, it's like a little gift set. You can, if you do want to buy both the color or the tin of makeup and the brush together, then it's $49 for both, or they're $29 each. So you are better off, if you do want to get this, buying them together as one versus buying them separately. Otherwise that would be $29 and that would be $29, which makes it what? Almost 60 bucks, 58. Is my math right? I don't know. Inside of this little tin, you get 3 brushes, and I believe they're probably like their most popular sellers, because I have all 3 of these blushes, or these brushes, and I use them on a daily basis. So the first brush you get is the F40 large angle contour, which is the brush that I actually use on a daily basis for my contour. This is the E25, which is a blending, which I also have and use a lot. And then this is the E55, which is what I always use for my brow bone highlight. Either that, or I also use a bigger one, which is the E52, which I've started using lately, but I always used to use the E55 before that. So I really like the brushes that they chose for this. I think out of the 2, I actually am probably more excited about this, just because I feel like these brushes are kind of like necessities. You've got your simple, like, you know, you can put this, you can put your color on your brow, or on your lid, on your brow bone. It's kind of like a really universal, like you can do a lot with that. And then everybody needs a blending brush, and then everybody needs a kind of, you can use this as your blush, you can use it as your contour, and they're really, really soft. They don't shed. So love this little tin. Plus it's like, how cool is that? That's like so cute for traveling, putting a couple of extra little brushes in there. So absolutely love this. I used the blush, I used the lip gloss, and I used all of the shadows and the dust. I feel like the halo dust itself, I'm just gonna swatch them for you. So this is what it looks like, and this is called Squeaky Green. And it's just like a little pot here. That's the color right there. So this, it actually is very pigmented when you swatch it. So I think this is one of those products that you should either use with a wet brush, because once I applied it with a wet brush, it worked so much better. So this is going to be something that you're going to use either putting it like, put like a cream shadow base or a liner down first, blend it out, and then just press this on either with your finger or a damp brush, and then you're going to get full pigmentation, because it is very pigmented when you swatch it. However, when I tried to apply it with just like a fluffy brush, it was not very pigmented. It kind of just disappeared. It just added a little bit of a shimmer, but no like true color. So this is definitely something that you want to use. Like, as you can see on how I just applied it with my finger, it's beautiful. This is actually going to be really beautiful if you had like a dark brown and then put this all over the lid and then blend it out with the dark brown in the crease. That would be really beautiful. As far as the shadow goes, I'm going to show you this whole look that I did using these products, and those are my straight up first impressions of like never using them, so, or using them for the first time, so you'll see. This I actually thought was going to be more of a kind of champagne color, and it's like a champagne with iridescent lime green shimmers in it. So I don't know if you guys can tell in the light, but when I'm looking in the mirror, it's kind of green. So it's not something that I would normally put on my brow bone. It was definitely different. Oh, I got lipstick on my teeth. It's definitely different than what I was expecting. However, it's a very beautiful color. It's really beautiful in this inner corner. It really sparkles. It catches the light really beautifully. It has these tiny little green, lime green iridescent colors. So I really, really love this color. And it is a nice pigmentation. It's got a really nice, you can see it right there. See how it's got that green tone to it? Really beautiful. Then you've got Sprout right here, which is a matte kind of lime grass green, which looks like that. And there it is on my hand, so you can see right there. So these are all nicely pigmented, but they're not that like really super duper creamy, like you barely touch it and it's just like intense. But for the price, like I'm kind of comparing it to like a Urban Decay or like a Marc Jacobs, where you touch it and it's instantly like, whoa, it just feels creamy on the finger. This is a perfectly pigmented product. I don't want you guys thinking that it's not pigmented enough. It is definitely just it's like a normal, like decently good pigmentation, but it's not like intense, like really ridiculous, if that makes sense. This one right here is just a straight matte, and I don't normally like to work with colored mattes. I like them when they're kind of more nudes. So for me, it's just something that I wouldn't normally be drawn to anyway. It's just not a color that I wear a lot. However, I do feel like now that I have it on, it is a really pretty look, and you can create a really beautiful look with it. This would be a really perfect set for like a Poison Ivy makeup, like for Halloween or something, because you can really create this gorgeous like green, like really pretty, catches the light look with it. The blush is called Sweet Thing, and this is a kind of marbleized, kind of peachy, it's like a pinky mauve with golden flecks in it. And then when you swatch it, that's what it looks like, and it ends up looking like a kind of rose gold mauve, however you say that word. I know I always say that and I never know how to say it, but there it is. Now this blush I probably wouldn't pick out. It's not a color that I would normally be drawn to, and it actually looks, well, it does, now that I look at my cheek, it does look pretty similar, but I feel like this swatches better than it applies. So I really like it swatched. It looks really beautiful, and you get a lot of like a rose gold sheen. On the cheeks, it looks more mauve or mauve on me. However, it's still a really pretty blush. It does give you a really kind of nice pink sheen to your cheeks. It's just a little bit, I like a little bit more of kind of peachy coral tone, just because it flatters my skin a little bit better. So it's not that the product is bad. It has a perfectly nice pigmentation. You don't need very much, and it goes on nicely. It blends out well. It's just the tone for me is just a little bit more on the mauve side than I like on my skin tone. But again, it has a really nice sheen. It does give you a nice kind of glow to the cheek, and it is a really pretty color, and the pigmentation is still nice. Then you get this little lip gloss, and this is called It Girl, and it looks really crazy in the thing, but it's actually more of a sheer toned lip gloss. So, and it comes with a brush, which I love. There is the lip gloss swatch right there. So it's almost like a clear lip gloss with yellow, it's like almost a lime yellow tint to it. So this is not going to be like a crazy green lip gloss. It's going to be something that you're going to apply over a lipstick that you're already wearing, or maybe a lip liner. So I have it over like a nice peachy nude lipstick, and it actually is nice. It gives a nice gloss. It's not sticky. It feels really, really good on the lips, and it just kind of catches the light really nicely. It's just like, it doesn't even look green or even yellow. It just looks nice. So it's a nice combo with like a really pretty peachy lipstick. So I was a little bit afraid of that lip gloss. It's not what you think. It's not going to make you look like you just ate grass. So overall, for $29, I mean, I do think it is nice that you get, what are you getting? 2 shadows, a blush, a little shimmer dust, which I definitely recommend using either with your finger or a wet brush, and then a lip gloss. So it is, I think it is it's a decent price for what you get. I wouldn't say it's overly ridiculously expensive, and it's also not super duper cheap, but the quality of these things are all there. I mean, they're definitely nice. This gloss does get on my Invisalign, I will tell you that. It's not something that I would normally have picked out myself. These are the colors that I wouldn't normally wear, I wouldn't normally be drawn to. However, working with them and the look that I did get, it's actually really pretty, and it does make my blue eyes look really, really blue. So kind of fun. It's sometimes nice to get out of your comfort zone. I've been really stuck. I used to wear colorful eyeshadows all the time when I was younger, and I feel like lately I've just been really sticking with the nudes, which is fine, but sometimes it is nice to have a little bit of pop of color, which is what it's called, color pop. And then highly recommend this brush set. If you haven't purchased Sigma brushes before and you're looking for like a decent priced brush set to kind of start you off with for the basics, I highly recommend getting this one. I definitely feel like they made a great choice of putting these three in there. And for 29 bucks, I think it's a really great way to start your brush collection. And then it's also really cute. So that would actually be a really cute stocking stuffer as well, or like just a little gift. So I think they kind of came out with it at the perfect time because holidays are coming up, and I think it would be like a really cute gift for, oh my god, there's a huge bug on my window, for like a teenager or, you know, anyone really, it doesn't matter. Those are my thoughts. I will now show you applying the makeup, show you my first impressions, how I got this look, so you guys can get a real feel for how it's applying as well. Don't forget to head over to my blog. I will have up close swatches, pictures of this collection and this one as well, so that you guys can see exactly what they look like with flash, without flash, just a little bit closer up. And also I will have a coupon code in the description box below to save you 10% off of your purchase as well, in case you guys are wanting to order it. Thank you. So let's go ahead and just apply the blush. So in the little tin, this is what it looks like. So the blush that comes in So Jaded is called Spotlight Powder Sweet Thing. Oh, it actually comes out darker than you think it's going to. Okay, so that's that color there. So it does have like a nice little sheen to it. When you kind of turn your head, there's almost like a little pink kind of glow. I was actually expecting more gold, but it actually seems like it's more of like a pinky sheen. But it's really pretty. It's very pigmented. So there's that color. On the eyes, the first thing is the Wink Sprout eyeshadow duo. So that's Wink and that's Sprout. So I'm going to take my E55 and I'm just going to take a little bit of the Wink and I'm going to put that up on my brow bone. Oh, weird. It has an iridescent of green. Okay, so that's probably not the best color to have up on your brow bone because it's green. It looks like it's going to be cream, like a kind of champagne cream, but it has little flecks of green, like almost like an iridescent green fairy dust shimmer. It's actually very pretty though. Kind of fun for like if you were going to be a poison ivy for Halloween. This might actually be a really good palette for that Halloween look. So I'm just going to pop that right in my inner corner as well. Then I'm going to go back to the blush and I'm going to take a little bit of that with the E20, or what is it, E25, and I'm going to pop that right into my crease. That's going to be our transition color. Then I'm going to take the Sprout, wait, I think it's Sprout, and it's kind of like a lime green, almost like a grass green, I suppose. So let's just put that right into the kind of outer corner. I'm also going to bring it down onto the lid so that the whole kind of outer corner of my eye is green. Okay, then I'm going to take the pigment that it comes with, and this is called Sparkly Green Halo Dust, and it's just a really, I'm going to shake it up a little bit so I can get a little bit out. So let's see what this looks like. That again is a little bit softer than it looks, so when you're applying it you think, oh gosh, I better use a tiny little bit, but you can use a little bit more than you think with it. It just kind of adds a little bit of a sheen to that green that we already put down. I almost would have liked to see another color in the shimmer, like a contrasting color, because it seems like it's almost the exact as the color as the green eyeshadow. Do you know what I mean? That way you could kind of create a little bit more like a deeper color or something, like a darker green. Okay, now I'm going to go back and use a little bit more of that blush and try and get a lot of the darker kind of mauve color that's in there. And I'm just gonna apply that just in that crease a little bit more, just to kind of soften the green. Okay, then I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna take the wink and I'm just gonna pop that right on my lid. Okay, so I've just popped that onto the lid so that it's just a nice, that color is actually really pretty. It really like highlights well. It adds like a lot of light. Okay, for my liner, I'm gonna stick with the green theme and I'm gonna go with my Smashbox Waterproof Shadow Liner. Black gold, like a really fabulous kind of golden greeny khaki. It's really fabulous. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that right on my outer corner of my eye. And then I'm going to take the smudgy side and just kind of smudge that out. Okay, for my mascara, I'm just going to use my Jordana Lash Best Lash Extreme and my Revlon eyelash curlers. Please excuse my self-tanner hands. Wow, that's awful. I didn't even realize. I just put self-tanner on this morning, so looks pretty crap. I didn't wash my hands very well apparently. I'm going to take a little bit of that Smashbox underneath the other side and smudge that out. And then I'm also going to take a little bit of that, the dust, the loose one, and I'm just going to take that right underneath. And then what I think I'm going to do is just spray a little bit of like the Urban Decay vitamin spray. Is that what it's called? Vitamin Infused Complexion Prep Spray. Oh, it's clogged. Well, whatever. Get my brush wet, just that little flat brush. And I'm going to try and see what this looks like when it is damp on like a damp brush. And see if I can get a little bit of like brighter, just, oh, okay, so that's kind of nice. When you wetten it, you can get a little bit more of a kind of brighter shade, which is kind of fun. So I'm going to take the Laura Geller Honey Bun, and I'm just going to apply that all over my lip. I'm going to apply this green lip gloss, and this is called It Girl. It's pretty bright. Okay, so it just kind of like gives a yellowish, almost like a yellowish tone when you mix it with other colors. But it's not green. I wonder if you applied it alone, I still think it would just give you kind of more of like a yellowish tone to your lips, but not like, it's not gonna look crazy green. That's actually a really nice mixture together. It actually made it really pretty. So there is a finished look up close and personal. You can see all of the different colors in there. You can see how blue it makes my eyes look. So if you do have blue eyes and you're thinking, what will green make me look like? It'll make your eyes look bluer. And then there's the cheek, and then the lip gloss. So you can see it has just a teeny weeny bit of a kind of yellowish tint. Okay, so that's my thoughts. I hope that's helped. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to follow me on Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and my blog, samschuerman.com. And I hope you guys all have a great week. Thank you. Bye!